Sooner or later, one of the hardest experiences we have to face in life is accepting that someone does not love us. Accepting that a story has come to an end, or in some cases, accepting that the person we idealized or fell in love with simply was not meant for us. And no, it's not because of something about you. It's not because you did something wrong or because you lack something. Believe me, it goes far beyond that. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. If you are here right now, it's because deep down, you know you need to accept it once and for all. Maybe you tried before and couldn't do it. But look at all the damage you've caused yourself by staying where you are not valued, waiting in a place you do not deserve. That's why I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found this message because I assure you that by the time you finish listening, something will shift inside you. Maybe just enough to take the first steps toward acceptance. Steps you will no longer take alone. Steps we will take together. And I promise you that when you begin to move forward, you will feel much better. So welcome. Emotionally dealing with rejection from another person is not easy. It is a painful and confusing process. However, by following certain guidelines, you can reduce the suffering and continue on your path. Love is one of the most beautiful emotions we can feel, but when it is not returned, it can turn into real torment. When affection is not mutual, self-esteem weakens, and fears, insecurities, and frustrations appear. Accepting that someone does not love you is not easy, but it is necessary. Very necessary. That is why today we want to share with you some key ideas that can help you get through this moment. This situation can happen in many different contexts. It may be that the person you like does not feel the same, or that your partner's feelings have changed over time. In no case is it a pleasant experience, I know. Accepting that someone does not love you is not easy, but it is necessary. Very necessary. That is why today we want to share with you some key ideas that can help you get through this moment. This situation can happen in many different contexts. It may be that the person you liked does not feel the same, or that your partner's feelings have changed over time. In no case is it a pleasant experience, I know. But let me tell you something important. This is more common than you think. And if you do real inner work, I assure you that you will be able to move forward and continue with your life. Do you know something? Expectations are the root of suffering. Buddhism and other Eastern philosophies teach that it is not events themselves that cause our suffering, but the resistance we have toward them. Attachment, illusion, and the need to hold on are what intensify pain and keep it alive. That is exactly what happens when someone we love stops returning our feelings or never did. It's not only the lack of love that hurts, but everything that breaks because of it. Our plans, our dreams, and the future we imagine with that person cease to exist. And that is where our tolerance for frustration is truly tested. Many times we begin to look for explanations, blame, or reasons. We ask ourselves what we did wrong or what we lacked. But that path only leads us to anger, resentment, shame, and worst of all, to losing our self-esteem. So how can you accept that someone does not love you and move on? If you are going through heartbreak or a breakup, you should know that the way you face this situation will determine whether you heal or continue suffering. That's why, from this moment on, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. First, do not expect a change. Clinging to the hope that the other person will change only prolongs the pain. When someone shows through words and actions that they do not feel the same, it is most likely true. Waiting for something different only keeps the wound open and brings you nothing good. Second, protect your dignity. When attachment is strong or emotional dependence exists, it is easy to fall into begging, insisting, or pleading. But self-love is not negotiable. Begging will not make someone love you. It will only weaken your self-esteem. Feelings cannot be forced. You cannot make someone love you, and no one can force themselves to feel love. Be careful with false advice that promises psychological tricks to make someone fall in love. That does not exist. They are lies that only create more frustration. Feelings cannot be controlled. Do not blame yourself. Rejection hurts and makes us doubt ourselves. It is normal to wonder why it worked with others and not with you. But listen carefully. There is nothing wrong with you. Tastes change, feelings change, and that does not make you insufficient. Do not carry guilt that does not belong to you. Allow yourself to feel. Do not try to hide the pain. Feeling sadness, anger, or frustration is part of the process. Suppressing it only makes it grow. Express yourself. Write, talk, cry, let it out. Give yourself the time you need to heal. That is the only way to move closer to acceptance. And most importantly, keep moving forward. Life does not end here. You deserve to live in peace. Holding on to resentment does not heal. It only hurts you more. Focus your energy on yourself, on your well-being, on your plans, and on the people who truly care about you. Keep chasing your dreams, and if you stop, let it be only to rest and heal. To accept that someone did not love you, you need to love yourself twice as much. Self-love is the remedy that heals the wounds of rejection and abandonment. Stay with yourself with compassion, without judgment. Take care of yourself, because the day will come when you look back and realize that everything passed, and you will understand that no one dies from heartbreak. And in case no one ever told you before, you did well. You gave everything you had. So stay calm. It was not your fault. Something better is being prepared for you. Someone at your level. Someone who values your heart and knows how to care for it. Accept it. You deserve something better. Because yes, believe me, there is someone much better out there. You will see. Before you go, take a moment. Thank yourself for being here, for listening, for showing up today. You don't have to have everything figured out. Just keep taking small steps.